says I'm live. Again, I have to finagle a few things before I get started, but it's really rainy and really crappy out, and I didn't intend to really do this today, but I'm gonna go ahead and do album number 2. I spent the whole day yesterday outside. It was beautiful out, just working, futzing. But we're gonna continue here with the all-time Broadway hit parade. I hope you don't mind. We are on record 2, side 2, which is awesome. And maybe it'll work today. Maybe there'll be, what is this? Maybe somebody real might come in the chat room today. Wouldn't that be nice? Anyways. The 2 doggos are sleeping that I have left there. Real might come in the chat room. Yay! Okay. Let me put what we got going on here. All-time Broadway hit parade, of course. Okay. Oh. Let me see. Oop. Working on it, working on it. You know, when you go to do something and it just doesn't always work. Okay, so this should work good. I should actually be able to maybe chat today if anybody else decides to show up and, I don't know, listen to some music with me. We are figuring out how to use the pamphlet. We did a lot of problem solving yesterday, or day before yesterday. So we're better prepared today. You know, I already read, unfortunately, the little bit about Oklahoma, which is the first song on this album. It goes on to, it has a couple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay, so there's 4 from Oklahoma, which is great. Regular old Oklahoma. Oh, what a beautiful morning. The Surrey with the fringe on top. And people will say we're in love. And then the last 2 on this side is I Love You from the Mexican Hayride. And Making Whoopee from Whoopee. Ooh, we're getting started early today. Hi there, Chad. That's not part of your name I'm going to even remotely try to tackle. Funny enough, I said the name Chad yesterday. Yeah, there's a Chad around here I'm supposed to know. People ask me questions about him, and I have no idea who he is. And, yeah. So, anyways, thanks for popping in. What is this stream about? Well, we are currently on album 2 of the greatest hit songs from Broadway, compilation put together by Reader's Digest. I read the little snippets about what's going on with the song, and we listen to the vinyls. I don't know. Some people enjoy it, some people don't. Do I sing? I don't think so. I sing when I feel like it. Am I a singer? No. And I'm not too familiar with most of these songs. Some here and there. In the past, yes, I do sing when I feel like it, but I am definitely not a singer, nor am I a practiced and or taught. I'm one of those car shower singers. So yeah, I sing. I just don't sing, you know, professionally of any kind. I do karaoke every once in a blue moon. I haven't done it in a long while. But that's okay. That's okay too. What about yourself? Do you sing? You got a stream? What's it about? Do you care to shout yourself out or what? Are you just going to ask me a million questions? Because to be honest with you, every time I get on here, it's slightly different than the last time. I make no promises. Although, I did start this one. This one's got ton of records, and I do intend to eventually get through all of them. I don't sing. Oh, you do impressions. That's cool. Like cartoon characters and whatnot, or like real people? I know somebody who does a couple cartoon characters. He's a trip. But he sings. Oh, cool. Very nice. You do it professionally or just to be a goofball? Because both are 100% acceptable. I think anyways. Ah, perfect. My kind of person. Goofier the better. All right, so if you don't mind, group enter what? What is this? This is in the way. Hold on. Something's always in the way. I can never just see. Ah, group entertainer. Oh, cool. All right, so you're a professional goofball. Don't take offense to me. I just say what I'm thinking. All right. So anyways, we are going to start. And what I usually do is read a little snippet provided by Reader's Digest. And I'm not sure if I have enough light in here today. I'm going to have a little bit of a tough time reading. So you have to hang in there with me. Danielle's sweet cheeks. I'm going to stop right there. All right. So, as I said, the first couple songs are all from Oklahoma. I think the first 3. And honestly, I can't read this. It's too dark. It's yellow lighting, that's why. But we'll see what I can do. I'll give it a try. I will struggle, which makes it harder for you guys. But let's see. Yeah, so why don't we go ahead and listen? And I'll see what I can do with regards to the lighting. I have 2 lights on already. Maybe if I spin that one over, it'll get brighter. And that might explain... That explains why there's such a big chunk about Oklahoma. Because it's... Okay, good. I'll let you guys listen while I try to sort out a little bit more light. The first 3 songs are all from Oklahoma. These records sound really good. I'm gonna see if I can... Down the lane. Ha! Whoa! Maybe a little too much. Tom and Jerry. Yeah, it does a little bit. No. I don't think so. Anyways, no. They used to, but I think they all got paid to hate me. We'll just leave it there for today. Yeah, thanks. This should be, oh, what a beautiful morning. You're hearing Ivor Emanuel with Richard Benson and his orchestra. And it looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. The little snippet that I read mentions the elephant. The elephant line. Oh, what a beautiful day. This will get you up in the morning, right? Going my way. Yeah, no, my neighbors right now, nah. Nah. I think as a whole, they've been asked to, you know, join the current harassment. It is what it is. People will do anything for money. Oh, what a beautiful day. And, sometimes things go your way, you know, sometimes. Sometimes they don't. Be prepared to be flexible, and have a little bit of this. Super important. You know? All the sounds of the earth are like, hey, thanks, Chad. The bee is so busy, it don't miss a tree. And an old weeping willow is laughing at me. Old weeping willow. That's better than weeping at you, I guess. Yeah. Everything's going my way. You look like that lovely American mother. That's interesting. Okay, that's a first interesting comment that you just made. I'm going to stop there and I'll read to you a little bit about what you just listened to. Okay, it says, this is Roger Hammerstein, and Oklahoma was 1943. Richard Rodgers and Oscar Hammerstein used to play something of a game with their musical Oklahoma. All the game consisted of was imagining the play had been a failure instead of a resounding success. This really wasn't hard to do. The show's locale was hardly an attraction for New Yorkers, and there were no stars to lure the customers. The chorus girls were not brought on stage until the curtain had been up for about 40 minutes, and when they did show up, there was nothing especially eye-catching about their costumes. Yeah, I saw it recently. I mean, they're wearing, like, you know, frontiersman dresses with simple work clothes, but when they dance around and everything kind of flails, it looked beautiful. You know, why you gotta have fancy? Why you gotta be so fancy? Anyways, anyway, that was a production that I recently saw. So let's see. When they did show up, there was nothing especially eye-catching about their costumes, and who in the world could possibly get excited about a story that was chiefly concerned with the dilemma of a girl choosing an escort to a dance? You know, I have to tell you, that is a pretty big dilemma if you like to dance and you're not sure who you're going to bring with you. So I wouldn't take that lightly. At least you shouldn't take that lightly. A musical created in this way, both writers agreed, just had to be a flop. The fact that it was such a record-breaking hit merely strengthened their resolve never to try to do things according to formula. Another reason why the show could easily have failed was the placement of the songs. All the important songs were introduced in the first act, which only one big one was saved for the end. I don't know, I remember great songs throughout. Commented about that the other day. That was the spine-tingling, hat-tossing ode to the glory of the state of Oklahoma, a number that gave the musical just the right high pitch of excitement for a memorable finale. Oh, what a beautiful morning, as we just heard. It was the first professional song Rodgers and Hammerstein ever wrote together. As a team, they clicked immediately. From the first moment, Rodgers saw Hammerstein's words for the song, Oh, What a Beautiful Morning, and when Oscar handed it to me, Rodgers later recalled, I was a little sick with joy because it was so lovely and so right. When you're given the words, the corn is as high as an elephant's eye, you've got something to say musically. Lyricist Oscar Hammerstein admitted that he cried every time he heard the next Oklahoma song in this collection. The Surrey with the Fringe on Top. I don't think we heard that one yet. I think that's the third one that we're going to hear. I don't cry at sadness in the theater, he said. I cry at naive happiness. The fact that two people are looking forward with such anticipation to ride a Surrey, that's what makes me cry. It's the extreme youth, the almost boneheaded youth of these two characters that arouses my sympathy. And finally, we come to People Will Say We're in Love. It arose from the need for a song to indicate that the young lovers are falling in love. But since they had just had a quarrel, this had to be done in a roundabout manner. Rodgers and Hammerstein came up with the ideal solution in the song, People Will Say We're in Love. In it, the girl and boy warn each other against showing any sign of affection, lest people get the wrong or right idea. Okay, and then I shared this picture of the cast. And you could see, you know, Frontiers time. I wasn't around then, so I can't say I would or wouldn't have loved. So let's see. What? Gotta pop off. Looking forward to another one of your streams. Yeah, well, thanks for the 30 seconds of popping in. So we'll go ahead to the third song. From Oklahoma, right? One, two, three, four. Yeah. This is People Will Say We're in Love. Margot Mosier and Robert Peterson with Lee Roberts and his orchestra.
Why do they think of stories that link my name with yours?
Why do the neighbors chatter all day behind their doors?
I know a way to prove what they say is quite untrue.
I'm quoting the song.
Here is the
Thanks for the chatter.
practical list of don'ts for you. Don't throw bouquets at me. Don't please my folks too much. Don't laugh at my jokes too much. People will say we're in love. Don't sigh and gaze at me. Your sighs are so like mine. Your eyes
Can you see better?
like mine. People will say we're in love. Don't stop.
Yep. All my chatty chatters. I know you're all still hackers, so don't overwork yourself. What did he mean by a lovely American mother they show in TV shows? Maybe I could be like the woman from that 70s show. She's a trip. I like her. She's funny.
I
don't know who else you could possibly mean.
As much as I.
Oh.
Why do you take the trouble to bake my favorite pie?
Because she loves you. When a woman bakes you a pie, she loves you. No question in A's. Get off my screen. Thanks. Not interested. I just am not. I'll just do it with my mouth. Anybody wants to answer, they can. Chat's frozen already. I highly doubt anybody will come in. It's back down to 0. It was at 25 and then boom, 0. Fancy that. It's all good. Don't care. No. You know, it's not such a bad thing, is it?
Feels so grand in mine. People will say we're in love.
I might.
Don't dance all night with me.
Dude, don't threaten me with dancing with you all night. That's a threat if I ever heard one. Yeah. A lot in here. Hefty one, hefty. Okay. Very nice. So that's our little section of Oklahomas. I think I might have missed the Surrey with the fringe on top. I did. So we have to go back and listen to that one. Somehow I jumped 3 and went to 4. Oh, good. Let's just do that right now. This is James Walker Chorus and his orchestra. So that's the 3rd song, which I accidentally tripped over. But let's go back and listen. Woo, woo, woo. Come on. My goodness. I could see it a lot easier outside. It's dark in the house. What are you going to do? All right, so the corn grows as high as an elephant's eye. Oh, here we go. Hello, Lisa. You do know a little symbol pops up, right, before your message? Kind of gives you away. I see it. I don't know if you realize it's there. So, hackers are here, representing HOA today. Good job, Lisa. They're excited to go for a ride on the Surrey. I think they just want alone time. This is like, can you just imagine riding along? I love the horse hose, you hear him? Go on forever. Sometimes.
When I take you out tonight with me.
Here we go.
Honey, here's the way it's gonna be. You will sit behind a team of snow-white horses.
Yes.
In the slickest gig you ever see.
It's picking you up with some horses. Pretty cool.
Out in the Surrey, when I take you out in the Surrey with the fringe on top.
I'm picturing Pretty Woman. Come on, out the top of his limo. This guy's showing up with a team of horses. I love it. What's better? Two-person bicycle? Motorcycle with a sidecar? You got any other ideas? Forever. On top. Okay. Woo. All right, the next two songs on this record are from different Broadway hits or different Broadway shows. So the next one that you're going to hear is I Love You from Mexican Hayride. It's Wally Scott and his orchestra. And I'm going to read a little bit about that to you. Since I moved over the lamp, I might as well take advantage of my light. And again, nobody's in here, so I'm going to go ahead and read it for myself. Let's see. Porter from the Mexican Hayride. This was 1944. I Love You may well have the distinction of being the only Broadway song written on a bet. I doubt that. There are a lot of things that people do for bets. Yes, yes, yes. I know about those too, unfortunately. So disappointing. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Well, while working on the score for the musical Mexican Hayride, composer Cole Porter was momentarily stumped for an idea for the main romantic ballad. He told his troubles to Mike Todd, the producer of the show, who then asked him, what's the most cliche song title in the world? Well, without hesitation, Porter said, I Love You. Todd looked pleased. I bet you can take that title, use only 3 notes, 1 for each word, and come up with a smash hit. Porter was dubious, but he accepted the bet. In spite of the fact that he was working against his own wager, the composer did exactly as the producer told him. He lost the bet, but gained a song hit. Bobby Clark, one of Broadway's greatest clowns, was the star of the Mexican Hayride. All right, so let's listen to I Love You. I love you. Those 3 little words everyone likes to hear. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4th? No, 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I love you. Where are you? Oh, okay. Maggie, where'd you go? I don't know this one. Hi, Mimi. Hello. It's loud. You might not like it. Oh, it's a pull you in a little closer kind of song. What you doing, Mimi? Hi. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello. It's the only cat I have left, too. I'm pretty sure one of them is being held hostage and the other one poisoned. So, I no longer have a cat pack. I only have one. a good one. He's just not friendly. Yeah. This is just dreamy. Dreamy. Are you sitting for a minute? What are you doing? I wonder what is happening in the play during music like that. Like, what is happening? What are people doing? All right. The next and last one on this side is called Making Whoopee, from Whoopee. It's Rosemary Squires with Ken Thorne and his orchestra. And let's see what that has to say. Oh my gosh, you knocked it off. Okay. I'm not familiar with that Broadway play. I don't think I've ever heard of it before. I've heard of Making Whoopee. You know that old, what was that show where they had the couples and they'd ask questions and they'd get points for questions? A Newlywed Game, is that what it was? The gentleman who hosted it, I can picture him with the hair that didn't move, kind of like the Barbie doll hair, and his gray suits, and he would ask them questions about where, when, and how they made whoopies. That's the only connection to that song, or to that song title that comes to mind. So silly. Anyways, let's see what it says. You gotta go somewhere. Can you sit there? That'd be great. That'd be great. Sit right there. All right, here we go. So this is actually kind of old. 1928. Oh. Kahn and Donaldson. Songs written for the Broadway theater can take almost any lengths and be about any subject. Well, Making Whoopee, for example, is a comic number that covers the relationship between a man and a wife over a 2-year period. At first, it describes the wedding and mentions the honeymoon, and then goes on through the first year, which finds the husband completely domesticated, and through the second, which finds the couple about to get a divorce. Oh, no. You can't even make it 2 years? What went wrong? That's horrible. I'd be so heartbroken. I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't even get 2 years. Yikes. You married the wrong person. Anyways, yikes. Yikes. So what eventually, okay, wait, hold on. I missed my spot. Oh no. Okay, so what eventually keeps them together, question mark. It's cheaper. The beloved comedian Eddie Cantor sang Making Whoopee in the musical Whoopee produced by Florenz Ziegfeld. The show was a hit, but Ziegfeld cut short its run by making an arrangement with Samuel Goldwyn to produce the film version. Cantor did not return to Broadway until 13 years later. So wait, what keeps them together? It's cheaper? Oh, it's cheaper not to get a divorce. Is that what that means? How does money always have to somehow play a role in every decision people make? Like, did Caveman stop and go, oh, it depends on how many pebbles I have in my woolly mammoth pocket? I don't think so. I'm so baffled by it all. Well, anyway, let's listen to the last song on this side, and we can think about that. If you've ever been married and divorced, or married and considered divorce, or married and happily married, is it cheaper? Like, was he right? I don't know the movie. Maybe something we'll have to look for. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Whoopee. Whoop. Whoa. Whoa. I'm sorry. I have a hard time seeing. Making Whoopee. Ready? I don't know. Maybe it'll be the subtle kind. Maybe it'll be the sneak up and make your day kind. Oh, let's have a listen.
Another June, another sunny season, another reason for making whoopee. A lot of shoes, a lot of rice. The groom is nervous. He answers twice.
I do.
It's really killing that he's so willing
Oh my.
to make some whoopee. Picture a little love nest
Woo.
down where the roses cling. Picture that same sweet love nest.
Oh.
Think what a year can bring. He's washing dishes.
This is the domesticated guy.
Baby clothes. He's so ambitious.
Oh yeah.
He even sews.
Oh my.
But don't forget, folks.
Even sews.
What you get, folks. For making whoopee.
Yeah. Yeah. See what happens? Maybe you're better off not making whoopee.
Another year. Or maybe
What
less.
the?
What's this I hear? Well, can't you guess she feels neglected? And he suspected
Oh.
of making whoopee.
Oh,
She
you're-
sits alone
oh, shame on you guys.
every night.
Oh.
He doesn't phone. He doesn't write. He says he's busy.
What is he doing?
She answers, is he? He's making whoopee.
I'm gonna guess with somebody else.
He doesn't earn much money. Maybe 5,000 per. Some judge who thinks that he's funny says you pay 6 to her. He says, now judge,
No, Judge.
suppose I fail. The judge says, Bob, right into jail. Oh, you'd better keep her.
Yeah.
I think it's cheaper.
Gotcha.
Than making whoopee.
Might as well keep her. Oh man.
Than making whoopee.
I have some mixed feelings about that song. Okay, I gotta find 19. Because this thing goes backwards now. All right, well, I'm gonna leave you to decide how you feel about that one. Since there's no one in the chat and nobody wants to put anything interesting in there, because you're all blocked, just so you know, you're all blocked. Not by me, but by somebody who wants to control whether or not I get to actually have a successful channel. They've decided to block you, but, you know, if you ever do see it, because I do see people watch it afterwards, answer some of these silly questions. I would be delighted to hear your opinion about making whoopee. Okay? I would. I really would. So now I'm going to hunt for 19. I figured out the trick. I have to go to the back and go backwards. It's just, it seems kind of crazy, but this is how they did it. Do 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 do. Side 19. Here we are. This one starts out with a song titled Manhattan, from the Garrick's Gaiety, Johnny Douglas and his orchestra. Then we'll move on to People from Funny Girl, Buckle Down, Winsaki from Best Foot Forward, Sunrise Sunset from Fiddler on the Roof. Oh my gosh, that's an amazing one. I Get a Kick Out of You from Anything Goes, and So in Love from Kiss Me Kate. So let me see if I can read to you at least about the first one, Manhattan. There it is. So this is Roger's Heart from Garrick's Gaieties in 1925. Next to the Sidewalks of New York, Manhattan is probably the best known song about New York. Well, true, the title refers to only one borough out of the 5 that make up the city, but the lyric gives generous mention to other parts of it, the Bronx, Staten Island, and Coney Island. Rodgers and Hart wrote the song in 1921 for a musical called Winkletown, which was never produced. 4 years later, his career as a composer apparently at a dead end, Rodgers was about to take a job as a salesman of children's underwear. Yeah, when he received a call from an old friend. I can't. Some of the younger actors with the Theater Guild were putting together a review, and would he like to write the songs? Well, would he? Rodgers promptly got to work with Hart, and together they came up with a score that had audiences and critics cheering. Luckily, they remembered to include Manhattan. Okay. I don't think this is a picture from Manhattan. No, I'll show you the pictures when they match. Okay, so Manhattan it is. Song 1. These work better. No. Oh yeah, these will work better. And better. This is making you think, Manhattan? Would I make a good mother on a TV show? Ah! I don't know. Do I got a nice husband and good kids? You better have a family dog. Sure. I'd give it a whirl. Why not? I've never been a mom or a wife, but I'd give it a shot. I would. Why not? Life's too short. Absolutely. Absolutely. Honey, I'm home. All right. We don't live in Manhattan, though. At least, I don't know where we live. I'll find out. I can see a little better with these. Oh, I can even see me a little better with these. Okay, so the next song, I believe, is People. And this is from Funny Girl. Rosemary Squires with Ken Thorne and his orchestra. And Funny Girl, let's see. Stein Merrill from Funny Girl 1964, a musical biography of a famous Broadway star, presents many hurdles that have been surmounted. Should the songs be new, or should they be the ones the star made famous? Should the actress playing the main role strive for an exact imitation of the actress she's portraying? Should the story be realistic in every detail? Funny Girl, based on the life of the beloved comedian Fanny Brice, managed to surmount these and other hurdles in masterly fashion. Lyricist Bob Merrill and composer Jewel Stein wrote a brand new score, including the hit of the show, People, that was full of flavor and spirit of the songs once identified with Fanny Brice. Barbra Streisand, in the title role, created a close approximation of Miss Brice's style, while at the same time revealing her own incandescent qualities. And although there was some alteration in minor details, the star's struggles, triumphs, and conflicts were sympathetically and believably told. The results were so successful that the show became an instant hit. What's more, Funny Girl established Barbra Streisand as a star of such magnitude that no one would be surprised if someday she might furnish the inspiration for a musical based on her life. Look at her here. Funny enough. Da-da-da. She's a phenomenal actress. I think the one that blew me away when she was in Yentl. I thought that was just phenomenal. You know, where she played a boy. That was phenomenal. She's great. Did hear one of her records a while back. Yeah, all these records, they are passed down. They're not mine. They were gifted, so doing the best I can with them. And anyway, so go ahead, let's listen to People. Ba-doop-ba-doop. Shh. Well, we're gonna walk out of Manhattan and run into some people. You know what I might do? How can I get this to, like, reboot? Because they block me, and then I can't chat with anybody. Bummer. People. Some people, you know? People who need people. I think I do know this one.
Are the luckiest people
Yeah.
in the
world.
We're children needing other children, and yet letting our grown-up pride hide all the need inside, acting more like children than children. Others are very special people. They're the luckiest people
in the
with one person, one very special person, a feeling deep in your soul says you are half, now you're whole. No more hunger and thirst, but first be a person who needs people. People who need people are the luckiest people
in the world. Are we? Because I've been without people for about a year and 4 months now. Isolation. Forced. I don't know. I think I can manage both ways, to be honest with you. This is the kind of song that reminds you that, you know, people who care about people don't let you isolate for this long. You would think by now someone might be going, where on earth is she? I haven't seen her. Wait a minute, I thought she was dead. Oh, but I just saw her at the grocery store. Are you sure it was her? I mean, these are the kinds of things that I know are being said about me right now, and it cracks me up because I didn't go anywhere. And I live 6 minutes from where I worked, and I grew up here, and I'm still on the same road that I grew up on. Yet, people haven't come to my door. I mean, I know all my phones are blocked, and I'm sure any of you have called. You've gotten, his voicemail has not been set yet, or you've gotten, the voicemail is full, when I haven't even been able to set a voicemail. When you have hacked communications, you don't get to do what people go, oh, well, change your password. Yeah. Get a new phone. Yeah. Do you think that solves it? No. Because whoever's in charge of all this baloney has some power. Yeah. And has manipulated every possible avenue for me to communicate with people. But you know what? I'm concretely still here. Yeah. I'm outside every day throwing the ball for my dog. If you are one of those people who need people, and, realize that, yeah, I'm still people. Still am. Come and say hello. Hello. I'm not dead. I'm not insane. I'm not in an insane asylum somewhere. I'm actually just here. Home. Yeah, well, I don't know what I want to call it now. A little bit of it feels like a jail cell. Oh, wait, I didn't go there for some strange reason. They haven't arrested me yet. Oh, that's because I haven't broken any laws. But anyway, just so you're aware, I'm here, people. Yeah, So that sums that up. That tells you everything you need to know about the people. And the funny question where he said, so what do your neighbors think of you? Well, you know what? Before all this baloney, I adored my neighbors. I thought I was quite close and friendly with many of my neighbors. And at this point now, I don't really think I have neighbors. At least neighbors that I could call friends. So, reality just seems to keep coming on and on and on. It's all good. It's all good. One day we won't be here, or they won't be there, and it'll all make much better sense. But anyway, people, hey, people. I remember you. Yeah. Especially the ones who say, oh, yeah, I'm retiring, yet you're still there. Or the ones that say I'm retiring and they go to the next place. You know what? Over and over again, the people haven't been too good for their word. I don't think there are any people really that I want knocking at my door right now. If there are any of the people that I used to spend my time with, I'm a little disappointed and a little heartbroken by most of you. Most of you. Not surprised by some. A little bit surprised by a few. What are you going to do? Okay, so Buckle Down, Winsaki is our next one. It is from Best Foot Forward, James Walker Chorus and Orchestra. Pardon you, every once in a while, I'm just going to tell you what I'm thinking, and these songs are going to make me think. And I don't know. How would you feel? How would you feel if you were in that situation? Not one person has knocked on my door and said, hey, what's your side of the story? I mean, we know what we were told and we know what we heard, but what really happened? Does anybody care? No, not if it covers up something good. Apparently, I'm living under a rug right now that someone swept me under. You know those big brooms that take up an entire hallway? One of those. Okay. Meanwhile, in 1941, we've got Best Food Forward. Oh, I thought it said foot. Wait a minute. Oh, it says foot over here, and it says food over here. I'm going to guess it's foot, and this was a misprint. Best Food Forward. Hey, that'd be a pretty cool eatery show. Anyway, I'm going to say foot, even though it doesn't say it here. Buckle Down, Winsaki may well be the only song to ever inspire the naming of a school. Oh, my God. Seriously, I cannot make this shit up. It's all good, my friends. The universe works in so many mysterious ways. And I think the best way to move on in your world is to acknowledge it. Let it in. Acknowledge it. Okay. Of the naming of a school. The number was written by Ralph Blaine and Hugh Martin for one of Broadway's most fondly remembered musicals, Best Foot Forward. There it is, spelled correctly. But at the time they wrote it, the identity of the school in which the action took place had not yet been decided upon. Oh my gosh, pardon my laughter. I seriously, it's all good. If you know me, you'll understand why I find this amusing in the sickest form of way. I can't help it. I can't help it. I would not have. And it's funny that and there would be a misprint. Anyways, wow. All right. All the writers knew what that, all the writers knew was that it would have to be buckled down something. In fact, when they first sang and played it for George Abbott and Richard Rodgers, the show's producers, they used a dummy name, Tioga. The four men then went into a huddle. What we need, Abbott said, is a name that has something to do with winning with plenty of socket to it. Sock to it? What? Hold on. Abbott said, is a name that has something to do with winning with plenty of sock to it. That's it, Roger exclaimed. That's our school. Win Saki. Wow. All right. That's that school. I don't get it, but we're good. Buckle down, win Saki. Here we go. Oh, boy. I don't even have to say anything. Don't you people understand? What needs to be said is always being presented, and sometimes it's being presented in a surprising manner. A school. An unknown yet known school.
If you saw the rape of the Pennsylvania Dutchman, they would cover the crapper a $1 a ton.
I can't.
Everybody's a big and terrific to see to the Dutchman. Shout the rape of the
Don't lose your school spirit. Don't do it.
If you saw the rape of the Pennsylvania Dutchman,
I even found my sportsman's jacket letter. I found a few. That's because I played sports. But the coaches really left my ass on a bench. God forbid I was allowed to show what I knew how to do. Ever. In any capacity. Back then or lately. I'm not kidding, man. Win Saki, all right. I'm gonna sock it to you. Nah. No idea. That's what this one was about. Dummy name. Do I have any nicknames, guys? There's got to be at least one of you who's curious enough to watch what I'm doing on here. I can only imagine. Shame on you all. That's all I have to say. Shame on you. You have no idea. You have no idea how hard I worked. Every day. No idea. Thanks for the forced isolation vacation. It's been great. Great. You know who I miss? The lunch ladies. They were always wonderful. And you know who you are. Woo! Yeah, que sera. I gotta tell you, I don't look ahead at this. I haven't touched that record till you saw me take it out of the sleeve. You saw me for the first time find page 22 and read about Buckle Down, Win Saki, which I had no idea what that was about. Okay? I really wasn't around in 1941, and I'm not all too familiar with the older Broadway plays. So, forgive me for going on a tangent. But, yeah, I often wonder if those people realized how hurtful and unprofessional and unethical they have come across to me. I don't know if anybody else even cares. I don't really care if anybody else even cares, because you're not living this tremendous life of mine, are you? No, You're just walking around like you had nothing to do with it. All right, well, let's see. The next one is Sunrise and Sunset. This is from Fiddler on the Roof. Robert Peterson with Robert Mandel Chorus and Orchestra. Oh, gosh, one of the best ever. Here, I'll show you the picture. I absolutely love and appreciate the dance scenes in this play. I've seen it several different places, so maybe 3 or 4 different productions of it, and including the one that they put on television. I'm not really sure who's responsible for that one. But I was in a Polish dance group for a very long time. Therefore, I had the ability to also be around Ukrainian dancers, German, you name it, any of from that Slovakian or European area where that type of dance comes from. And what they do in this one is so cool. I mean, it's stuff that I'm familiar with. I mean, even the Kazakh, the move that they do in Hopa here, it's something that we used to do in our dance group. So anyways, I'm not sure which song this is. I'll have to wait till I hear it. But let me go ahead and give you a quick read. Sunrise, Sunset, Harnick Bach from Fiddler on the Roof, 1964. The scope of subject matter in the American musical theater is a little short of amazing. It is certainly a far cry from the shows of 1920s and 1930s to Broadway production dealing with the persecution of Jews in the Tsarist Russia. Yet Fiddler on the Roof was unveiled and proceeded to captivate both critics and the public. Adapted from the stories by Shalom Achem, the show told his flavorsome tale accompanied by music and lyrics that added the proper poignancy and emotional depth. Perhaps the most touching of all the songs by Sheldon Harnick and Jerry Bach is Sunrise, Sunset, which reflects philosophically on the passage of time and its effect on our lives. As for the play's title, the leading character, Tev, originally played by Zorro Mostel, explains it all to the audience in a prologue. In our little village of Anatevka, you might say every one of us is a fiddler on the roof, trying to scratch out a pleasant, simple tune without breaking his neck. Funny, the passing of time. Time's a thief, you know. Time is a thief. This past year and a half has stolen conversations, laughter, more importantly, hugs, interactions with students, and some adults who I still favor. Really not cool, guys. The passing of time might have kept you busy, but it just reminded me where I wasn't and what I should have been doing for the last 14 months. 15? I don't know. It was like something like 500 and some odd days. And I'm thoroughly disappointed. But Fiddler on the Roof will cheer me up. I kind of like their, I think one of my favorite songs is Matchmaker, Matchmaker, make me a match. And if you're familiar with it, it's the cutest. All right, so let's go ahead and listen to Sunrise, Sunset. Good old passing of time. You guys are just lucky I like myself and my own company. You lose. You lose. You lost out. So disappointed.
Is this the little girl I carry?
Oh, yes.
Is this the little boy that plays?
I know the scene.
I don't remember growing older. When did she get to be a beauty? When did he grow to be so tall? Wasn't it yesterday when they were small? Sunrise,
people.
laden with the happiness
Luckiest people.
and the tears.
How gorgeous is this music? It's gorgeous.
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly flow the days, seedlings turn overnight to sunflowers, blossoming even as we gaze. Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly fly the years, one season following another, laden with the happiness and the tears.
Yeah. So pretty. Wow. That is definitely a Broadway show you should see. A lot of good stuff in that one. Next one. I get a kick out of you from Anything Goes. Callum Markwell with Ronnie Ogden and his orchestra. And let's see. This one was set in 1934. Many problems best, even the most successful musicals, before they open. What? Many problems beset, pardon me, I read that incorrectly. Many problems beset even the most successful musicals before they open. But Anything Goes was almost scuttled because of a tragic real-life situation. With a cast headed by Victor Moore, William Gaxton, and Ethel Merman, and songs by Cole Porter, the show certainly had all the makings of a hit. But just 2 months before the scheduled Broadway opening, the SS Morro Castle went down in flames off Asbury Park in New Jersey, with a loss of 125 lives. What did that have to do with the success or failure of a musical? Simply that the script by P.J. Wodehouse and Guy Bolton was all about a shipwreck. Oh, a little too close to home with the topic. Obviously, changes had to be made quickly, and since neither writer was available, it fell to the musical's director, Howard Lindsay, to devise a brand new story in collaboration with a fourth writer, Russell Crouse. Miraculously, everything was pulled into shape, and Anything Goes became one of the crowning achievements of the 1930s. Among the musical gems with which it was studded, I Get a Kick Out of You has held a high place among America's favorite torch ballads. The SS Morro Castle went down in flames off Asbury Park, New Jersey. Does anybody know anything about that? I don't. 1934. I have to look it up. I don't know. But I could see how something close to home could affect really any type of entertainment. Let me see. No. Okay, I have no illustrations for that one. All right, so let's go ahead and give a good listen to I Get a Kick Out of You. I think this is kind of a happy tune, though. Yeah. Lots of,
I get no kick from champagne.
yes.
Their alcohol doesn't thrill me at all. So tell me, why should it be true that
I get a kick out of you.
Some get a kick from cocaine. I'm sure that if I took even one sniff, that would bore me terrifically too.
Terrifically.
Yet I get a kick out of you.
Who knew? This song.
I get a kick
Wow.
every time
Hello, lyrics.
I see you standing there.
What year?
Before
1934?
I get a kick, though it's clear to me you obviously don't adore me. I get no kick in a plane, flying too high with some guy in the sky is my idea of nothing to do.
I get a kick.
Out of you. I get a kick every time I see you standing there before.
All you had to do was stand there. That's it. That's all you had to do.
I get a kick, though it's clear to me.
This song's all over the place.
Obviously don't adore me. I get no kick
Listen.
in a plane.
All over the place.
Too high with some
Guy in the sky. Hi.
Nothing to do.
Oh crap.
Yet
I get a kick.
out of you.
Do 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 do. I'm a little. I'm this guy taken aback by the lyrics.
Out of you.
Whoa, for 1934, I'm learning. I'm learning. All right, the last one is "So in Love." I'll let it play, and then I'll give you a little read of that when it's over. This is "So in Love" from Kiss Me Kate, Johnny Douglas, and his orchestra. What? What? I think I heard this one before on one of the other records. Hi. Some serious strings. Wow. Lots of ups and downs. Okay, so a little bit about that one. That was 1948, a Porter tune from Kiss Me Kate. Kiss Me Kate, let's see, was almost two delightful musicals for the price of one. One was all about an acting company that was putting on a new production of Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew, and the other was a musical treatment of the Shakespeare play itself. Both worked smoothly together and were fused with unerring skill by all concerned. Unerring and erring. Unerring? Perhaps the most notable accomplishments, however, were made by the composer-lyricist Cole Porter, whose task it was to create a score that drew inspiration from both Broadway and Bard. Porter not only managed to write brilliant songs for each situation, he also endowed every number with his own special stamp of individuality. So in Love, a tender, expressive ballad, is one of the composer's most affecting declarations of total devotion. All right, so since it's pouring outside, was that you at the door? Did you need to go out? I'm going to go ahead and we might as well do record 3, or at least start record 3. It's too bad the chat is frozen. It's too bad. I'm not even the slightest bit surprised because, you know, some people suck. They just do. You don't? Do you need to go out? You don't really need to, do you? It's like pouring. I can see it out there. Can you hear it? Can you hear it by the window? You can wait. You can wait. Okay. I think she can wait. All right. Oh! Let's see if I can get the next one going. Number 3. Doesn't usually, you know, usually plan to do more than one, but it's so crappy out and I'm avoiding something else that I need to do. This is the perfect distraction. Okay, side 3. It's funny how they do this. They wrote this one so crazily. Starts out with a little bit of luck from My Fair Lady. Then it goes to I Could Have Danced All Night. On the Street Where You Live comes next. Oh, those are all fair. Those are all My Fair Lady. Then came from Pal Joey, I Could Write a Book. Then from Knickerbocker Holiday, September Song, and The Best Things in Life Are Free from Good News. Yeah, why not? Let's at least do this one. Since it's really just me and there's nobody to chat with, why the hell not? It would be so nice if whoever you are controlling my channel would at least let some real people in the chat every once in a while. I mean, aren't you even kind of curious to see what would happen to this channel if you weren't monopolizing it and dictating who the people are who pretend to come in and be a real person? Like, aren't you even the slightest bit curious what would happen in real life? I am. Sometimes I'm curious if somebody from some other part of the world who happens to be a Broadway show from the 1920s, 30s, or 40s comes across my channel and appreciates what I'm doing. It would be so nice to know. But no, you go ahead. You just keep on manipulating. You just keep going. Because I guess that's what you do best. I'll keep this out. It's actually pretty handy. Pretty handy to keep that around. All right. She gave up, so I don't have to worry about that. So let's see what our first mission is. You know, if life was just normal, half the shit that comes out of my mouth probably wouldn't. But because you've all decided to create this fantasy world of mine that I'm stuck here in, you're going to have to deal with me. You have to deal with it. I make no apologies for what comes out of my mouth. These are my 100% opinions based on real experiences, thanks to you. So, you know, you're going to hear about it. All right, so with a little bit of luck, I could have danced all night on the street where you live. Lerner Lowe from My Fair Lady, 1956. I can't get away. I can't get away from names. I can't get away from scenes. I can't get away. Even if I want to go off into this fantasy land of YouTube, I can't get away from it. The universe will not let me. So, sorry. Okay, even the most brilliant writers don't always know what is best for them. Take George Bernard Shaw, for example. Although he was the greatest playwright of his time, he adamantly refused permission whenever someone expressed interest in turning one of his plays into a musical. Why? Once in 1948, he even wrote the following snappish postcard to a friend who had intended on behalf of two writers planning a musical version of his famous comedy Pygmalion. I absolutely forbid such an outrage. If Pygmalion is not good enough for your friends with its own verbal music, their talent must be altogether extraordinary. Outrage indeed, for it was Pygmalion that provided the basis for My Fair Lady. Surely one of the crowning achievements is the history of the theater. Of course, librettist Alan J. Lerner and composer Frederick Lau had to wait until after the crusty playwright's death. Oh, that's not nice. That's not nice. Before starting their musical version. But I bet he is rolling. That's not nice. Now, that wasn't nice, Reader's Digest writer. I'm going to call you out on that. That's not nice. Just because he didn't want you to make a musical out of his play does not give you a right to call him crusty. That's not nice. That's not nice. That's just not nice. Anyways. Okay, sir, I'm looking out for you. The score is a goldmine of great songs. With a little bit of luck, a roisterous piece of comic philosophy catches the flavor of the English musical hall in great style. I Could Have Danced All Night is full of the breathless excitement of Eliza Doolittle's first mastery of the English language, and the most popular song is probably the ballad of near Slavish Adoration, On the Street Where You Live. It is sung by a relatively minor character, Freddie Eynsford Hill, in a scene that could easily have been eliminated. Although, poor Freddie pours his heart out to Eliza. The musical ends with all indications that she will eventually marry her less than ardent speech teacher, Henry Higgins. I can't. Well, so Julie Andrews, the Cockney flower girl in Lerner and Lau's My Fair Lady, is surrounded by her speech teacher, Rex Harrison, to the right, and his friend, Robert Coote. Is this? Here's the cool photo that goes with this one. Telling you right now. What goes around comes around. What goes around comes around again and again and again until it is resolved. Until it has been met with the level of respect indeed it is due. Isn't that interesting? All right. So this takes care of the first three songs. I'm going to let all three flow through. My Fair Lady included the first three. A little bit of luck is the Robert Bentley and his orchestra. I Could Have Danced All Night. You're going to hear Doreen Hume with Hill Bowen and his orchestra. And On the Street Where You Live, you're going to hear Robert Mandel Chorus and his orchestra before I'll pick up the needle to tell you about another one. Oh my gosh. Fair Lady, I've seen this one. I make no apologies. You can thank my Aunt Teresa for the records. She She looked out for me while I was alive. She's still looking out for me now. Boom, boom. I picture a lot of people on stage for this song. A lot of people. A lot of energy. Not big to do. Dun, 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 dun. I could have danced all night is next.
Bed, I couldn't go to bed. My head's too light to try to set it down. Sleep, sleep, I couldn't sleep tonight. Not for all the jewels in the crown. I could have done
Not Julie Andrews, but
I could have done
walking my chat.
all night.
Find something else to do.
Still have they
Jump in some puddles.
more. I could have spread my wings and done a
I think this woman was a songbird in a past life. She had to have been. Maybe a whippoorwill or something that just sang all day.
I'll never know what made it so exciting. Why all at once my heart took flight.
But my heart took flight. See, she's a whippoorwill.
Began to dance.
An oriole.
I could have danced.
She's not a chickadee. Maybe an oriole. Now you have to dance. Now you have to grab your partner and you have to fly all around.
I'll never know what made it so exciting. Why all at once my heart took flight.
Perhaps you were in love with your dance partner. Only thing I can think of.
I could have danced.
Woo! She could have. I like to dance all night long. I do. Live music and a dance floor. Get out of my way. On the street where you live. Yeah. Here I am. Same street I grew up on. I don't know where people tell people I went. Or whether or not they're honest about me being alive, because I've heard some stories. I'm not suicidal, none of those things, but I do have something to talk about at the end of this particular record. I do. Honk when you go by. Honk when you go by. Sometimes I hear it. And sometimes I don't. Not too far from the street you used to live on. Not too far. Oh, I have 3 likes. Thanks. I don't know who you are. Or if you were in the chat room, but thanks. Did you see? Disappointing. Just disappointing. Because 2 different people are number 3. That kind of gives you away also. You're the same person. It's different names. Oops, you're wearing the same crown. Oops. Oops. I mean, eventually, you guys, it's... I accept no apologies. Say no for future reference. I don't want them. You're not sorry. You're just sorry you're getting caught. Yeah. You know and I know. It's just how it is. So although he was a minor character, I think it's good for the audience to see if someone else loved her too. Even if he was just a nobody, huh? Yeah. He counts. All right, next one is I Could Write a Book. This is Roger's Heart from Pal Joey in 1940. So Pal Joey is the most popular of the 25 musicals written by Richard Rodgers and Lawrence Hart. When it was first produced in 1940, many people, including critics, were shocked by its daring. Really? The dialogue, the situations, the songs all had an adult point of view that was something new in a musical theater. Interesting. Even more surprising, for the first time in a Broadway musical, had a leading character who was more heel than hero. Oh. Joey Evans, originally played by Gene Kelly, makes his way up the entertainment ladder by lying and cheating. Oh, wow. No, just sums up a bit here, too. And in the end, he's out of a job and has lost his girl. Wow. Real life consequences. All the songs in the show were perfectly suited to the realistic atmosphere and the characters. Even the romantic I Could Write a Book. Although it sounds like a genuine love song, in the musical, it is merely part of a line that Joey hands a naive young girl. All right. If I could write a book. One more person says, are you going to write a book of this? No. I'm not a writer. Give me a ghostwriter. Da-na-na-na-na. Like the car? No, that's just... What's the car? The rider car. Knight Rider. I'd rather a Knight Rider or the Ghost Rider. Could you please? Could you? I'm sorry. It's me a while. Find the track. All right, if I could write a book. Merely just part of a line. Teasing a naive young girl. Tisk tisk. Oh, I could write a book.
About the way you walk and whisper.
Perhaps a Netflix series. No, just kidding.
I could write a
Memoirs.
on how
Of the scripted years that I survived. It doesn't kill you, makes you stronger. No. No. It's not the way it's supposed to work, everyone. It's just not. Woo. Seriously, just tell her you love her for the right reasons. Why does she have to be naive? Can't you just be legitimate? Of friends, yeah. Yeah.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I never learned to spell, at least not well. Never answered any mail. To write, I used to think was wasted.
That's because your mail didn't come to your house. It was rerouted to someone else's.
It was never my
Are you fucking
intent
kidding me?
to be too clever and smart.
Are you kidding me?
Now I suddenly
Well orchestrated.
feel
No pun intended.
longing to write in my heart.
Oh my God.
They
Forgive me.
asked me I could write a book
Yeah.
about the way you walk and whisper and look. I could write a preface on how we met, so the world
How did we meet?
would never forget.
At the bus.
And the simple
Kindergarten.
secret of the plot
Playground?
is just to tell them that I love you
Cafeteria.
a lot. Then the world discovers as
I don't
my
know.
book ends how to make
Oh.
two lovers of friends.
Oh. Is it better to just stay friends? Who knows? Although it is cheaper to keep her. We're learning all sorts of good stuff, aren't we? Oh, life advice and Broadway plays. I love it. I always say, they don't write movies from their head. They write movies from life. This shit really happens. All this shit really happens. The bad stuff, the good stuff, the in-between stuff. Every possible love story out there. You can come up with an original love story. You've come up with something good. You know? Okay. The next one is Can't Help Loving Dat Man. D-A-T. That's how they spelled it. I love it. Where are you? Oh no, I lied. Which one is it? September song? September song. Where's that one? Where did I just get that from? Oh, it's on the other side. Okay, no. So this is September song from Knickerbocker Holiday, Douglas Gamley and his orchestra. Well, Will Anderson from Knickerbocker Holiday, this is 1938, in case you're wondering. Until Rex Harrison came along in My Fair Lady, Walter Hudson, Houston, Huston, not Hudson, Houston, was unquestionably the best-known non-singing musical comedy star for his great performance in Knickerbocker Holiday. Like Harrison, Houston, it's one or the other, Huston or Houston, had never before appeared in a Broadway musical, a fact that made it a bit difficult for composer Kurt Weill to create songs suited to his limited but effective voice. Oh, that would be me, limited but effective. I love that phrase, limited but effective. because his Houston and was in California at the time that he signed the contract. Wheel sent him a telegram. What is the range of your voice? To which the actor replied, I have no range. Stop appearing tonight on Bing Crosby program. We'll sing song for you. Oh, what a great idea. He is smart and effective. Thus, Walter Houston gave a transcontinental audition for the benefit of the composer and lyricist Maxwell Anderson. After hearing him, both men went to work and produced the most enduring number in the show, September Song. How adorable is that? Well, I'm just going to casually sing a song on the Bing Crosby show, Bing Crosby program. Why don't you have a listen and then write me a score for a musical? That's just fabulous. That's fabulous. That's cool. What, that was very smart, right? And back then, they sent telegrams. Telegrams. Are they even still available, telegrams? I mean, I would think maybe in an emergency, you know, maybe even like, I don't know, like some kind of earth type like emergency, weather emergency. Do telegrams still exist? Does anybody know? Oh, you can't answer me. That's right, because you're blocked. Hey, any hackers out there? Do you know, are telegrams still available? Just curious. All right, so let's go ahead and have a listen to September Song. And this gentleman apparently didn't care for his own voice, but I bet it's going to be lovely. Let's see. Let's see. You have no idea how you sound to someone else's ear. You don't. You don't. September Song. Who's this guy? Douglas Gamley? Oh, the strings are just so pretty. All of these songs. So pretty. Are you gonna sing? I hope so. He sings. Here he comes. Ready? Here he comes. How come he's not singing? Here he comes. Come on. Why would you write all that and not have him sing? Come on. This must be the scene where he's... Wow, if I could fit a big cloud bubble right here for all the shit I don't let out of my mouth. Woo! I'm gonna make a big fucking cloud bubble with a wipe off center, so every once in a while I can write down what you can't hear. You can see it. Yeah, why? I don't know. I'm sorry, but if you wrote this and you wrote a little blurb here about how this young man went out of his way to audition on a television show and have them write him a song, wouldn't you want to put the song that he's singing on this record? I don't know. I'm a little confused. I'm a little let down that I now can't hear this gentleman's voice. Okay, that's what would be in my my bubble right now. Why not? I mean, beautiful song nonetheless, but I'm sorry, sir. I would have liked to hear your voice, okay? Effective voice. What did he call it? I don't know. But come on. How do you build a guy up and then just not let him sing? Anyways, okay, so the last one is The Best Things in Life Are Free. This is from Good News, a Stanley Grover with Robert Mandel and his orchestra. Stanley Grover song. Oh, I can't wait for record 4. I see something on there I know you love already. Let's see. So The Best Things in Life Are Free. De Sylvia Brown Henderson from Good News, 1927. Good News, one of the most successful musicals of the 1920s, is perhaps best recalled today for some numbers as The Varsity Drag, Lucky in Love, and the song in this collection, The Best Things in Life Are Free. This tender bit of philosophy was sung by a sympathetic college boy to a lonely and appropriately poor college girl. In a musical comedy, college conveniently rhymes with knowledge, but seldom has anything to do with it. Tate College, the locale of Good News, was no exception. Football was the main subject and most important aspiration for a male student who was to be considered a ladies' man. In the theater, college atmosphere was further enhanced by the ushers, who wore college jerseys, and by the rah-rah cheering of the musicians before the overture. All right, so let's have a listen to this one before we flip it on over. Flip it on over. Then we'll put our duck boots on. No! Sorry, sometimes if I yell, it goes where it needs to go. Happens more often than you think. Side 18. Oh my God. Oh, to the back.
There are so many kinds of riches, and only one of them is gold.
Oh, riches. Okay, what I thought he said? Let's look to the bubble.
Remember this.
No, not that word.
While things cannot
No, everything that rhymes with riches. Oh,
belongs to everyone.
that's funny.
The best things in life are free. The stars belong to everyone.
Found it.
They gleam there for you and me. The flowers in spring, the robins that sing, the sunbeams that shine, they're yours, they're mine, and love can come to everyone.
Yeah.
The best things in life are free.
Oh, yeah. I 100% agree. It's going to cost you $5 to hold my hand. Could you imagine having to like... No. They should be free. And just as lovely as free.
The flowers in spring, the robins that sing, the sunbeams that shine, they're yours, they're mine, and love can come to everyone. The best things in life are free.
Okay. Let's give it a flip. Not sure. Not sure. So this is side 18. On the other side, it's side 3. See what I mean by bit of a odd way to go about this one. But nonetheless, we're doing a good job here. We're listening to as much as we can. This is the last side of the last record I'm going to do today. I don't know. I'm looking at the pictures, and Hey, Look Me Over is the first one. Lee Coleman from Wildcat, 1960. And I recognized right away it's Lucille Ball in the photo. Tailoring songs for a particular star is always a problem. When Caroline Lay and Cy Coleman were given the assignment to write the score for Wildcat, they knew it would be especially challenging since the star was a great television personality, Lucille Ball, making her musical comedy debut. They also knew that the toughest hurdle would be the opening number. It had to make the audience accept the I Love Lucy gal in an entirely different situation. Lay and Coleman tried many different ideas for this crucial opener, but none seemed to work. And Caroline got an idea. Cy, if you didn't know this song was so important and that Lucille Ball would sing it, what kind of song would you write? Well, Coleman said, well, if it didn't mean so much to us, I'd write something as simple as this. And he played the opening theme of the melody that became Hey, Look Me Over. Then both writers laughed. It was just too simple, too obvious, but the more they thought about it, the more they kept coming back to that tune. And Miss Lay even improvised the opening line, Hey, look me over. Then it dawned on us. Coleman has recalled, that was it. It was exactly right for both the character and Lucille. Look at her here with her drum. I mean, she is one fantastic, phenomenal character as Lucille Ball, in I Love Lucy, and in any character roles she played. I mean, the woman was just incredible. Lovable. All right, so let's have a listen. I'm a little nervous about the Dumbo one from Jumbo, but it just takes me to Dumbo. I hate seeing animals being used for stuff like this. I don't know. I don't know. Even in this photo, I just see sadness. But that's okay. Let's start with this one, and then we'll jump into the next one. Good thing there's no chatters in here right now. All right, Lucille. Ooh. Peter Knight Chorus and Orchestra. Hey, Look Me Over. So we may not hear her. At least it doesn't appear that way. That's the drum.
Hey, look me over, lend me an ear. Fresh out of clover, market up to here.
She's so cute, though. Look at her.
I figure whenever you're down and up, the only way is up and I'll be up. Like the rosebud high on the vine. Don't thumb your nose, but take a tip from mine. I'm a little bit short of the elbow room, but let me get me some. And look out, well, here I come.
Elbow room.
Nobody in the world was ever without a prayer.
Nope.
How can you win the world if nobody knows you're there? Kid, when you need the crowd, the tickets are hard to sell. Still you can lead the crowd if you can get up and yell. Hey, look me over, lend me an ear. Fresh out of clover, mortgage up to here. But don't pass the plate, folks, don't pass the cup. I figure whenever you're down and out, the only way is up and I'll be up. Like a rosebud high on the vine. Don't thumb your nose, but take a tip from mine. I'm a little bit short of the elbow room, but let me get me some. And look out, world, here I come.
Look out. She comes with a big old drum. I mean, we all know, best part of the parades are the marching bands. You come for the music. Woo! And they come from all over. Representing. All over.
Hey, look me over, let me
Here.
Fresh out of clover, mortgage up to here. But don't pass the plate, folks, don't pass the cup. I figure whenever you're down and out, the only way is up and I'll be up. Like
Look out, world. Here I come. Could you imagine you could wake up in the morning and say that, and then you actually were off with a whole new friggin' life, and everything was great, and you could, you know, say goodbye to the shit you left behind. Ah, miracles. All right, next one is My Romance from Jumbo. A delay with Richard Benson and his orchestra. Like I said, 1935. I mean, I hope this never happens again. Jumbo, part musical comedy and part circus, was the final production at the huge Hippodrome Theater in New York. In a now classic scene, Jimmy Durante tries to sneak an elephant out of the circus. Suddenly, a sheriff stops him. "Hey, where are you going with that elephant?" he bellows. A look of bewildered innocence comes over Durante's face. "What elephant?" he calmly asks. My Romance is another example of the fresh way Richard Rodgers and Lorenz Hart could write about the much-covered subject of love. When two people are really in love, they tell us. All the appropriate romantic accompaniments are completely unnecessary. Be they a moon or a blue lagoon or a castle in Spain. Moon, check. Blue lagoon, check. Castle in Spain. It's a little empty box there. Gotta work on that one. If you know, you know. If you don't worry. All right, so let's hear My Romance. Where are you going with that elephant? What elephant? As far as I know, there's an elephant in almost every room I've ever walked in. Sometimes there's a pair. Occasionally a herd. But usually it's one or two. And they know each other, and they act like they don't know each other, but they do, because goddamn elephants, you know, they're social creatures. But they're so to be loved and treasured. Not turned into boots. I still have a stomach ache. I couldn't believe it. I said, what? Oh, okay. Okay. My Romance. Ooh, not bad.
My romance doesn't have to have a moon in the sky.
No.
My romance doesn't need a blue lagoon.
But it can.
Standing by, no of May, no twinkling stars, no hideaway.
Don't you hate it when somebody writes in your script? They don't just follow yours, they add to it. Doesn't
need a castle rising in Spain,
be nice.
nor a dance to a constantly surprising refrain.
Yeah.
Wide awake,
Dance wouldn't hurt either.
I can make my most fantastic dreams come true.
Yeah.
My
romance doesn't need,
but you.
it only needs you. Yeah. Yeah.
Wide awake, I can make my most fantastic dreams
Come true.
My romance doesn't need a thing
but you. Yeah, Does anybody want to go on a TV program and audition for that role in My Romance? Don't bring the moon. Don't worry about swimming across the lagoon. If you want to go and have a dance on the veranda in a castle in Spain, we could try to work that in, but it's just not necessary. All right. So the next one is Small World. And this one comes from Gypsy. Where are you? Okay. Stein and Sondheim from Gypsy, 1959. Based on the autobiography of stripper Gypsy Rose Lee. Oh my gosh, my Aunt Rose used to talk about her. Thanks. I kind of needed a hello from her today. Well, turns out she may be more than just my aunt. Of a stripper Gypsy Rose Lee, Gypsy told an uncompromising saga of the ruthlessness of a stage mother played by Ethel Merman as she pushes her daughter into the limelight that herself really wanted. Lyricist Stephen Sondheim and composer Jules Stein created a memorable score that fits the story perfectly. Small World is sung in one of the quieter moments of the play in which Gypsy's mother ingratiates herself with a would-be agent. Okay, let's have a listen. So what did this go to? Another photo on here. Oh, bottom. The one and only Al Jolson has eyes for only the... So what's that from? Oh, that's from April Showers, the next one. Okay. All right, so no picture for this one. Small World from Gypsy. Okay. Gypsy Rose Lee. It's really funny. Somebody must have called her that. A mother living vicariously through her daughter. No, matter of fact, I do see it now. Some people forget that people actually hear them when they speak. And when they ask random questions or are observant and make statements about what they observe. I always remember those odd, out-of-line comments. And then at some point down the road, oh, there they are. There it is. Boom. And that just happened just now. Stay open. There's so much going on. Aside from what you put in your to-do list. Step out of it. Every once in a while, you gotta step out of it. Did your parent ever make you do something that you didn't necessarily want to do? Because it was something they wanted to do and lost the opportunity, but thought they could live vicariously through you? You have a parent pushed you, made you do something that you didn't necessarily volunteer for? Here's your Q&A for the bottom of the screen. Where are you now? Possible. Ah, this music. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, see, nobody's in my chat because it's blocked. And every once in a while I see a number go out by the little person that says they're in here, and then they leave as quickly as they come. So not a lot of people are into old Broadway musicals, huh? Okay, so the next song, April Showers. Wow, how appropriate for today. It is a rainy April day. This is from Bombo, Peter Knight Chorus and Orchestra. So April Showers, let's see, Sigmund Romberg, who wrote such romantic operetta scores as The Desert Song and The New Moon, was also the official composer of Bombo, the musical starring the dynamic Al Jolson. Although Bombo was Romberg's third show for the famed Mammy singer, it was, wrong way? Which way do I gotta go? 22? It was one that his melodies were hardly suited to Jolson's singing style. Therefore, as usual, many Jolson-type numbers were interpolated in the score. April Showers by B.G. De Silva and Louis Silvers was one. No one could make much sense out of the story of Bombo. It had something to do with Columbus's discovery of America, but there was also some modern sequences involving a deckhand on a yacht. I mean, I guess maybe this one wasn't so popular. Don't know. (1921). Here is the photograph that goes with this one. I never heard of it. Bombo. Okay. Well, let's listen to April Showers. If anything, we can equate it to today's weather. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this the fourth? The fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dun 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 dun. All right. Come along. I have heard this. I'm just looking out my big window. Trip, trip, trip. See it everywhere. So when it was super cold this winter, I hung up extra stuff on my windows to keep the cold out. And I just haven't taken it down. This one anyways. Looks a little haphazard because it is. But it did help when we didn't have any heat, didn't it? Sleepy girl. Two songs. Stinky dog, stinky dog. Hear those raindrops? Hear them? Good day to be a duck. Quack, quack, quack. right, all the trees are starting to pop out leaves. We're on our like 5th level of flowers. I love spring. Everything comes back alive again from its slumber. I even had a butterfly come land by me day before yesterday. A butterfly, this early. Super nice. And I got a rose. I have to explain that one to you. Although you probably won't believe me. Who sings the song? I remember my grandma listened to it. Who were you just listening to just now? April Showers. Well, there you were hearing Peter Knight Chorus and Orchestra. But according to this, your grandma used to listen to it. Well, this one is from 1921, so does that make sense for your grandma? I don't know if it says who. This deals with the composer. What the heck was that? Did you hear that? Yeah, that would make sense. Well, it's funny. I don't know if you heard. I read the little snippet about it, but it said nobody really knew what this one was about. No one could make much sense out of the story of Bombo. It had something to do with Columbus's discovery of America, but that there were also some modern sequences involving a deckhand on a yacht. Do me a favor. Oh, I don't know. Is your grandmother still here? If she is, ask her what on earth it was about. I mean, the song itself, April Showers, again, could apply to any month of April on a rainy day. But as far as where it comes from, I don't know. Nobody seems to know. All right, so after that one comes Can't Help Loving That Man. That Man. Can't Help Loving That Man. Kern Hammerstein from Showboat, 1927. I bet she knows this one too. Oh, she has passed. 1921 was a long time ago. Yeah. My grandma was 1911. That's when she was born. From what I understand, 11/11/11. November 11th, 1911. How pretty amazing is that? I never met her. She had passed long before I was born. That particular grandma. Let's see. So Can't Help Loving That Man. Karen Hammerstein from Showboat, 1927. Theater historians consider Showboat the most important turning point in the development of the American musical theater. The reason is simple. Most writers of musicals in the 1920s were not very much concerned about the stories. Showboat's creators, Jerome Kern and Oscar Hammerstein, cared very deeply. They took as their source Edna Ferber's epic novel of the Mississippi and presented a musical saga dealing with believable characters caught in honest dramatic situations. The musical was important for another reason. All the numbers were written to help the development of the story, either through advancing the plot or by revealing the emotions of the characters. Can't Help Lovin' Dat Man, which is sung by the mulatto Julie, originally played by Helen Morgan, tells us more about the tragic lady and her feelings towards the scoundrel she loves than could any number of pages of straight dialogue. How cool is that? So Showboat, I mean, here's a picture. I believe this one goes with it. That's one packed boat. You know, let's see. I get a flippity flip. All right, let's see. Let's hear how she felt about that scoundrel. I know a few scoundrels. I guess the key is to love a scoundrel unconditionally, right? Then that makes all their scoundrelist ways endearing. Let's see how she felt about him.
Oh, listen, sister.
I'm listening.
I love my Mr. Man. And I can't tell you why.
Why?
There ain't no reason why I should love that man.
No, sometimes there just really is no reason. You just feel it.
It must be something that the angels done planned.
Did you hear that? Damn angels. They planned it. It's their fault.
Fish gotta swim, birds
Gotta fly.
I've gotta love one man.
Man, yeah.
Till I die. Can't help
Cute.
loving that man of mine.
Can't help loving that man of mine.
Tell me he's lazy or tell me he's slow. Tell me I'm crazy. Well, maybe I know. But I can't help
Oh,
loving
that man of mine. Just can't help it.
And when he goes away,
When he goes away.
well, now that's my rainy day. But when
He gets a pass today.
comes back, that day is fine. The sun will shine. He can come home just as late as can be.
Yeah, where you been?
'Cause home without him ain't no home to me.
Home to me.
Can't
Help
help
loving that man of mine. Woo! That's cool. Can't help loving that man of mine. It's the angel's fault. Did you hear? Blame it on them.
But when he comes back, that day is fine.
Oh, the sun will shine.
He can come home just as late
Late
as
can be.
'Cause home without
Him,
him ain't
no home to me.
Can't help loving
That man of mine. Yikes! I feel like it's one of those songs you gotta.
loving that
Ugh.
man.
See what I mean? It's one of those. One of those. Belt that sucker out. All right, last one I'll read about afterward. Happens to be with a song in my heart. From Spring is here. Okay, puppy, last one. Last one. Then we'll go be ducks. Okay? Then we'll go be ducks. Okay? You're a mess. You're a mess. We're messes. My other grandmother, I didn't know very well, but what I'm finding out, she was a pretty special lady. We just weren't really given an opportunity to get to know her. And she died in 1996 when I came home from college. She's where my Nellie got her namesake. Right? Nellie's gone. We're not doing very good with that. None of us. Another really pretty song. With a song in my heart. Oh boy, the things your heart could be full of. If you had to choose, let it be a song. As angry as people can make you feel, don't let it be hate. And it's so hard to not let it go there. So hard. So fucking hard. Beep. So pretty. You know what you should let your heart be full of? Can you see my shirt? This is what your heart should be full of. Right here. Hope. I'll tell you about this shirt when this is over. Another good experience. Well, I hope your memories of your grandmother are wonderful. Clearly, she sang a few songs to you. That's nice. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Very, very pretty. Alrighty, well, that is the end of today's all-time Broadway Hit Parade records. Maybe tomorrow. Hi, Rue. Maybe tomorrow we'll venture into record 4. There's so many more. But I guess what I'll tell you real quick. I was invited, not last year, but the year before, I think. I want to say, if I'm getting the time frame correct. I don't know, I lost a whole year of my life, so kind of throws everything off. But this particular t-shirt came from, is it on the, I don't know, I think it's on the sleeve. It stands for, cannot remember exactly what it stands for, but it was hosted by, I believe, Cindy Shu. She was on the CBS News team, I think, Channel 2 News. I'm not sure. I'm trying to get it right. It's been a while since I've had the dialogue. But she hosted or was a main speaker for a big get-together in the city that revolved around suicide and depression and, you know, all those things that can bring you down and all those things that require you to maintain a sense of hope. I remember there was an activity where if a situation applied to you, you take a necklace. And I remember wearing like a whole stack. You know, it's interesting. At 52 years of life, you look back on all those things that require you to have hope. You know, and you would think, oh, you might end up with 1 or 2 of those necklaces. I had a whole chunk of them. So I know for sure that hope and, you know, what that day represented there in the city. Maybe I'll try to look it up. I would if my other phone functioned. Right now, I'd have to look on this one. No, but maybe I could look it up here. But it really reminds you that, oh yes, it was a walk. It was a walk. You know, like you walk for certain types of things, like breast cancer walk, things like that. So here it is. Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to try to find it. Oh, no. I wonder if I put her name in. I wasn't invited back the following year. I'm not even sure if they did it. I lost track of that person that I had gone with. What's this? Team Hope, 2022. Oh. Is that what it was? Let me see if I'm more specific in my search. I don't even think I'm spelling her name right, but that's okay. Let's see what happens. Oh. There she is. The Cindy Shu Incredible. What does it say? Anyways, it had to deal with, you know, I guess dealing with, there she is, that's a better one. Dealing with suicide and mental health, and she's a big advocate. And I know I really enjoyed that day. I got to meet her for a brief second. She seemed lovely. And it was a great crowd, and we all did that walk, and we all did it together. I kept all my necklaces, and because it meant something to me. I survived a lot of stuff. I kept this, and I know I often talk about having been in a classroom with little ones, and I always say, if you're down, surround yourself with new life, children, things that are growing. They are the epitome of hope. They're the reason why you want to get up the next day. And yeah, and if you do know somebody like who legitimately needs help, force yourself into their world. Force yourself through their door. Remind them that even if they don't have it, you can bring it. And it might not be easy. But all these things that people do to remind you that there is hope out there. Hey, I know. She's hoping I'll let her out the door. It's just, I figured I'd explain what this was because it was a really nice experience. And I'm glad she did it. I'm glad she does it. I'm not sure. I like I said, I lost track. But I think that I was somebody that needed that hope many times throughout my life. And even right now in the situation I'm in, I think hope and a little help from the angels are why I'm still here. We'll find out more, I guess, as we go along. But thanks, Cindy Shu, for this. I had to get the shirt because I wanted to remember that day. Anyway, there's a lot of things going on. A lot of things you're not alone. Even when you think you're alone, and even when you're forced into being alone. Believe it or not, I've had some really quirky conversations with people who aren't expecting me to talk to them as they walk past my house, or, you know, a brief jaunt to the grocery store. It doesn't matter. You're just not alone. And wherever you are, sit quiet, listen, watch things around you, nature, the dog scratching at the door. There's hope. There really is. And maybe you'll find it in a Broadway song. Maybe you won't. All I know is that music is definitely a huge contributor to getting people to rise and to realize that they're not fighting their fight by themselves. I can't tell you how many songs I come across where I'm just like, wow, I know when I could have heard that and that would have made a difference. But I'm hearing it now, and it's reminding me that because of hope, I'm still here listening. So to all of you who are struggling, don't be surprised at how many people have been where you are. And you don't know it because a lot of people really, truly hide the things that they've been through. and those experiences that they're not going to admit they lived through because maybe they're ashamed or they're scared that there's a consequence. Well, I'm telling you right now, there's always going to be consequences to everything. But I'm facing every single thing that came at me in my life. In my 52 years of life, I am facing everything. And there's a couple of things I've done in the last couple of years where people are like, why did she do that? Why on earth would she think to do that? You know why? Because I needed it. I needed to do that. Your healing and your ability to choose what brings you hope isn't determined by anyone else. They can be there for you to hold your hand and cheer you on and maybe look the other way if they don't approve. But you've got to reach down inside yourself and figure out what brings you hope. I needed to stick up for myself. I needed to stand up for myself, and I needed to use my voice. And then I realized that I've been an advocate and using this for so many other people and even children that I forgot to do it for myself. I forgot to always do it for myself, and I will never forget to do that again. And you shouldn't be either. So there's hope. And hopefully somewhere in that hope, you're going to find a smile, and that smile will help you get through your day. Because I'm going to tell you, there's lots of little smiles that made me want to get up the next day and go back to work. Thank you out there, moms and dads, who gave me your kids to have in my classroom in those 2000s, in those years when hope was the best thing you could have given me. And now, we're still praying for a little bit of hope. But just know you're not there. You're not the only one out there. And those of you who think you have to carry shame or someone else's shame, stop. Stop doing it. It's only holding you down. Talk to somebody. Tell somebody. Write it down. Fold it into an airplane and fling it. But do it. Do it so you can feel the hope that you have within yourself and that you have around you that you may not realize. Because just so you know, there, Cindy Shue, this day, it meant a lot to me. I was delighted to be there. Just so you know, one person you affected the right way with that day, and I'll never forget it. So anyways, happy April showers to you, and signing off. See you when I see you.